Oh, Dave. Dracula, I got a little joke here for you to open up things.
I'm ready.
Dracula tried online dating, but
Yes.
every time he uploaded a profile picture, it came back blank.
So sad.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Late Horror Show. I'm Dino. As always, that is Dave Plouffe. Dave needs an admin assistant because he's very,
Please.
very busy. I get that. But Dave, man, we're going to have some fun. We changed it up last minute. Restream, it wasn't working earlier. It came back on. Then we changed plans. And I said, I'm like, I haven't done any games or anything like that, trivia or anything like that in a long time. And Dave's real busy. So we've got some fun stuff. It's called Would You Rather, and I'll explain it in a few minutes. But Dave, what's going on? What are you laughing about?
Would you rather? I'll explain it in a moment.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's different than what I've done in the past. I've done a lot of different things like Caption This and trivia nights and stuff like that. But Would You Rather is just like it's two different things. And which one would you rather do? I know, Dave, dumb. I know I'm explaining too much. Anyways, Universal Monsters, Universal Horror. I love this. And this is kind of the types of stuff I'm going to be popping up, I think, throughout the weeks coming up here. Maybe specifically Wednesday nights and what me and Dave do on Sundays. Well, we got our thing, but I am going to start adding more things like this. I got a really interesting one that I'll be doing in the future, but I won't say nothing about that right now. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thumbs up right there. And my God, 80 degrees here and the lake is just beautiful. Boats are everywhere, sailboats and all kinds of stuff. It's just lovely. I sat there and said, I didn't want to get up today. I didn't want to get up, but life makes you do that. But anyways, let's say hello to everybody and then we'll get to the festivities. What's going on, Dave?
I said, hello, everybody.
Hello, chat. What was it? Is it on yet? I would certainly hope so. Yeah, we're live. Who asked that?
Ed, he's always having problems with his phone.
Yeah, Ed, we're live. We're live. It shows we're live. Anyways, we are live on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, and we stream live on X. So there you go. Good to see Harry Scott, J.O.B. Edward Stewart, Connie Clary, Ed Stathis, Nathan is here, Albert. I guarantee you this is going to be fun. Some of these are really fun questions. Kathy is here. Hey, Kathy. What is going on? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Wait, what did J.O.B. said? Heard a rumor. Wait, I missed it. I got to go back. Heard a rumor that the creature from the Black Lagoon will be teaching a swim class at Dave's school. True. Middle of the road funny? I don't know. Let's move on, J.O.B. Andrea is here. Good to see you. Harry Scott, I think I've said. Cat Small is here. Good to see each and every one of you. That is it. So there you go. We are here. We are going to have some fun. Stephanie Press. What is going on, Stephanie? Good to see you. So Dave, would you rather, man? That's what we're going to do.
Can't wait.
Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to say the would you rather, what would you rather do, this or that, and me and Dave will chime in a bit, and you guys in the chat also give your opinion on what you would do, or maybe a reason, whatever. You could wait to see what me and Dave have to say, because we could bring up some issues that might be important. A couple of these I know, you go, oh, well, I'd pick that if. So either or, but please join in the chat. We'll have fun. And this is going to be great, Dave. Universal Monsters. I love it.
And I was going to say, Ed, you can always watch on Facebook and then comment on your YouTube on your phone. If you're having a YouTube.
Oh, he can, if he hits the Facebook stream, you can comment on Facebook too. So the comments on Facebook will come up on here as well.
Oh, okay. Terrific.
Oh, yeah. Or X. So it says on my side of things where it's from. So yeah. If you're having trouble on YouTube, go to Facebook, Ed Stathis. So there you go. I love Universal Monsters. I've been in a real horror kick lately, and I figure, what the heck? Let's do something like this, even though it was last minute. So there you go. Ready for the first one, Dave?
Can't wait.
Oh, Becca Tootall is here.
Yep.
Good to see you. Love the avatar or profile pic. Edward Stewart, Creature from the Black Lagoon. So here we go. Number one. Would you rather, okay, Dave, would you rather spend one night in Dracula's castle or Frankenstein's laboratory?
Oh, that's easy.
It's easy for me too, but if you're a scientist, maybe it's different. So yeah.
True.
Yeah, Dracula's castle, right?
Without a doubt.
Right.
Because it's not only creepy. I mean, both Frankenstein's laboratory is going to be creepy. It's made with the blocks. It's just a lot dustier and dirtier. I would break more things in Frankenstein's laboratory. You don't know what kind of things are going to happen. You can't really drink anything or touch anything. So it's kind of like, it's a lot more stressful being there. However,
it is a castle of its own too. But different. Yeah.
Yes.
I think Dracula's got the haunted house kind of feel, with hidden rooms and passages, whereas Frankenstein's laboratory, and all the rooms that go along with the castle he's in, we can kind of encompass that, is a lot more run down, so, stuff on the wall, water, and underneath the caves is, you could probably get some mold in your system and all that. Listen, I'm not saying it's not roofs aren't leaking in Dracula's castle, but anyways, yeah, Dracula's castle, hands down.
But I think also Dracula's castle is more secluded. It's more safe. It's more fortress-like. I would imagine both of them having a drawbridge, but the thing that does it for me is that there's at least 3 women in Dracula's castle.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, that's a big plus, Dave.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I went first. I'm like, there's some women dancing around there.
Mike,
all of a sudden, you got 2 weeks that are gone.
True. Yeah. No. Mike, longtime listener. Good to see you in the chat tonight. Got a lot of really good ones. The first one here is pretty easy, I would say, even though, Dave, we've got a lot of laboratories coming up here.
I know.
Nathan here. Let's see. Thank you, Dino. I'm going to change. Absolutely. Dracula's castle. Lab. See? Stephanie says lab. Really? I mean, Dracula's castle is cool, but he will dine on you, and when he gets the munchies. See, that's the other thing. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts in this, in this would you rather, because this is without the monsters in it. Okay, so Dracula's not really in there. It's like, would you rather just spend a night and stay in Dracula's castle or the laboratory in Frankenstein? So the monsters aren't going to be there in this question. Would you rather? Otherwise, yeah, you don't want to. It's up to, would you rather, become a vampire, or would you want to die from Frankenstein? So I think it's the location. That's the would you rather. So that's what we would do. And I think we'll move on to the next one just to keep it flowing and keep it fun. So there you go. Lots of interesting picks. MOR says I'd pick Frankenstein. You're doomed with Dracula. Yeah, again, let's take the monsters out of it in this question. But Bubba, good to see you.
Yeah, but also too, I just thought about being on one of those gurneys with one of those metal things around my head with the wires. That also Frankenstein is in the bed next to me, with wires going to his head, and they're going to take my brain or some other part of my body.
You're talking young Frankenstein, Dave.
Possibly. There's a lot more than just Frankenstein.
Where it's
Son of Frankenstein.
It's Victor von Frankenstein and the monster and young Frankenstein, and they mix fluids. Huh?
Confused Reviews is here. Is that Eric?
Confused Reviews. What is going on? That's not Eric. No, that's the Death Twitch.
Yeah, Eric's the Death Twitch. I'm sorry.
Yes. Confused Reviews. What is going on, my friend? Jeez. Just popping in real quick to say, hey, hope all's well, Dino. Universal Monsters Forever. You better believe it. It's so funny. I was looking at our Night of Living Dead watch along that we had years ago, and I just so happened to watch that today. Not watched it, but went through it real quick, and that was a long time ago, my friend. Good to see you. Anyways, let's see. Overkill with an O is here. Totally. Let's see. There was a couple things. Dracula's castle has lousy lighting and a structure that hasn't been updated since the 14th century.
Doesn't have internet.
Oh, the other one was, I saw somebody with another. Well, let's move on to the next question.
All right.
You guys are bringing up some good points, that's for sure. Good to see you, son. Good to see you, son. What's going on, son? Okay, so the next one is, would you rather be chased? And this is interesting, and we'll have to talk about it. Would you rather be chased through the woods by the Wolfman or stalked by the Invisible Man, Dave? So, the Invisible. Do I need to say anything more? I mean, would you rather be chased through the woods by the Wolfman? I don't think I would really want that, but then again, stalked by the Invisible Man, you can't see him. Maybe that's a good thing, Dave.
This is a no-win scenario because the Wolfman in the woods, that's like his home turf. And then the Invisible Man can be anywhere. And I don't know. I need to think about this for a moment.
Well, I think the Wolfman, listen, he's going to tear you to shreds, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and the Invisible Man, if he wants to lurk and stalk and just watch me, I don't, unless he's stalking me to kill me, then, I mean,
but
he's going to kill you. You can't see him unless he drops a vase.
All right.
So I think, that's a better scenario.
No.
He bumps into the lamp on the side, and I'm ready. You know what I mean?
No, but I think with the Wolfman, it would be over quick.
Wait a second. Yes. Mike says Wolfman, at least there's a chance against him. Is there really? It's the Wolfman.
Unless you have silver bullets.
Oh, that's true.
That's
true.
But I'm thinking this, I'd rather meet that death quickly than having the Invisible Man, like all of a sudden you drop soap in the bathroom, right? And,
Dave, stop it.
He may be right there.
Stop it.
And then like you're showering, he'll be right there. When you're getting food, he may go, oh no, we're going to like hide the soda. Or
you make this really great casserole and he puts like 2 teaspoons of salt in it.
Or strychnine.
Yeah, and he just ruins it on you.
Yes.
I mean,
he could mess with you from now until the end of days. So for me, I'm just taking the medicine. We're gonna go Wolfman and just get it over with.
Okay. I don't know. You're trying to. If we know that the Invisible Man's stalking me, then yeah, that's a different story. I will try to defend myself against the monster that is coming at me, and I know where he's at.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, I changed my mind. So there you go. That's a good point because too much salt in my casserole is going to kill me. He could take years to kill us, Dave, with salt. He's in the background going high blood pressure.
He could mess with our internet connections. He could mess with our password changes.
He could. Oh my gosh,
so
no.
diabolical.
Let's see. Did anybody say anything? And good to see you, Shadow. Good to see you. Let's see. MR. Eventually the moon would set, but the invisible man is always invisible. Yeah. Good point, MR.
Yeah.
Good point.
That is short term.
Don't drop the soap with the invisible man around. Well, it all depends. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it is. That's what it is. Andrea, what is going on? A different Andrea in the chat.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
Sis, what's up? What's going on, Sean? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, number 3. Let's go to the third one. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather have Dracula's hypnotic powers, Dave? I don't know what this is, but it is what it is.
I thought you were playing the air piano.
I should have done this because that's what Bela Lugosi does. He brings you in. So would you rather have Dracula's hypnotic powers or the creature from the Black Lagoon's super strength?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think
hypnotic
so.
powers.
Yeah. I'm going Dracula all the way. Just because Dracula's smart too. So I mean, what comes along with that is I would think his intelligence and his suave demeanor, and the creature's just swimming around in the swamp.
Yeah, I mean, is he only in one swamp? Is that it?
Yeah.
You can't go out like to the ocean or anything like that.
I can put some rules to these things, but so if we got Bela Lugosi's hypnotic powers, is it just that he can't turn us, we can't become vampires, we can't become immortal, or we have the power of the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
With hypnosis, I would rather have that.
No, either way, I think so. Yeah.
Tax collector comes to your door. I don't owe any taxes. I don't owe any taxes. Things like that. Or like you're at the store.
Look away.
On sale. This is on sale.
This is on sale. This is only a penny. This is only a penny. We don't accept pennies anymore, sir. This is only 5 cents. Harry Scott, member for 44 months at level 2 support. Thanks for being here and have a fun day. Dino and Dave, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Harry. So are you. Thank you. And we got the Undead Engineer. Oh, I like that sound. Yeah, Wolfman's got nards. You better believe it. That's a great movie. That's a great movie.
And I even like the Avatar.
Yes, it's very, very good. Vicky, good to see you, Vicky. Let's see. Bubba says the Invisible Man is the only hateful and truly mean universal monster. He's the only one that kills for fun. Yeah, there's some questions in here that talk about that. What you're talking about there, Bubba. But yeah, it makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, Monster Squad. JLR is here. Good to see you. Let's see. I'm trying to catch anything. Drac for sure. It's my strength. Hypnotic powers. There you go. The same one on Facebook, Andrea. Oh, there you go. Andrea's on Facebook. Awesome. Thank you. Response from Facebook there. So Dracula has a chick magnet in his eyes. Yep. Cat Small, hypnotic powers, being Dracula. You really have everybody at your whim, right? I mean,
and you've got a cool pad.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Come home with me. I've got a castle.
I got a castle, but I got to clean a couple rooms. You're going to need that excuse. Well, not if you use your hypnotic abilities, anyways. Very cool. Thank you guys for all chiming in and the chat and giving your. These aren't the droids you are looking for, says Connie. Yeah. Always wanted to perform Jedi mind tricks. Dracula was the first Jedi, little known fact, Mike says. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay, let's move on. I think that was kind of a given with Dracula's. The creature doesn't get a lot of love, but I guess it depends. Depends.
He's kind of like plus he's at the
Like
end
a
of the
big dog, come lay by me, don't kill me.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the 8th kid in the family. You've had all the great monsters, and like Creature of the Black Lagoon is kind of last.
Yeah.
So
I still love him.
I know, but he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
No, he doesn't. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Would you rather, Dave,
Yes.
and chat, would you rather be trapped? Dave looks. Would you rather be trapped in a tomb with the mummy or trapped underwater with the creature from the Black Lagoon? Again, I guess each of them are going to try to kill you. Okay.
All right.
So I guess the real question is, would you like that slow mummy to do? 100% all the way the mummy, Dave, because I'll give you my reason. Lock me in the tomb. The mummy is going to slowly walk around and try to chase me to death. So, I could try to grab some of that loose wrapping, trip them up.
I don't think anyone's ever been chased to death.
I've been chased to death. Well, because eventually he's going to slowly walk around and, he'll eventually catch up because you'll get so weak. Hey, Jamal, the stories are awesome. Thank you. So the mummy all the way. The creature, listen, what do I want to be doing in water? I'm going to drown. He's going to pull me under if he leaves me. Listen, my worst enemy. Not just that I can't swim, which is sad, but I can't swim. I know, Dave. I grew up with having ear infections, and my parents always pulled me out of swim class.
Oh no.
So when I got older, I was just deathly afraid of water and never learned to swim. I'll go in a pool, but my feet better dang well touch the bottom, It's sad, but there's a lot of sad things, in my life that I could talk about. Anyways, let's not go there. Anyways, so how about you, Dave? Same.
It's the same, but I don't want to be dragged underwater by the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's dark down there. It's scary. I'm just going to lose. There's no chance I can make it. I'm not going to be chased to death by the mummy, but I'm going to have some fun with them before I go. So I am going to try to unwrap them. I am going to try to chop
throw a banana peel in front of them.
Yeah.
See, whoa.
Yeah, I'll run up behind them. Tag, you're it. I'll just have it as an enjoyable time.
You think you will, but yeah, I mean the mummy's slow. He makes his kills, while people are sleeping, or sneaks up behind him, or it's. Yeah, I mean the creature, hell, he's gonna mess with you and everything.
Doesn't the mummy have some sort of amulet or ring or something like that we could probably take off of him or something? And if you get a chance to talk to him, if he speaks English, because he doesn't, he probably speaks ancient Egyptian, he could tell you what it was like when the pyramids were new.
Yes, 100%. Albert, I had to keep that up there because underwater stuff freaks me out. Yeah, it's the whole drowning thing because I can't swim. It's like, underwater is just. But I'm by the lake right here. I mean, literally 50 yards right there is a huge lake. I'm like but looking at it's different than being in it. So there you go.
I was also just listening to stuff on YouTube about the Titanic sinking.
Yeah,
and if you're in your room in an air pocket as the ship's going under, and it just gets darker. And oh, I couldn't even imagine that.
Yeah, oh my, yeah, Titanic, that movie freaked me out. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to talk about. Anyways, Overkill with an O. Help me, Brendan Fraser. Yeah, he's getting in shape to do another mummy movie, but I never cared for those mummy movies anyways. But
I
anyway,
cared for the girls.
well, there you go,
There were
Dave.
some very attractive actresses.
Yes. Ed Stathis says the mummy, as long as it's not Janet Decay. You mean if it was Janet Decay?
As long as it is Janet Decay.
That's what I'm hoping that's what you mean, Ed, because I mean, the beautiful Janet Decay in a tomb, you know,
Yes.
chasing you around. Yeah, the mummy and the monkey. There you go. I liked Mike's thing too with it would turn into a Scooby-Doo episode. So there you go. Zoinks, Scoob. Let's see. Oh, a lot of things. I can keep going. And they pop up. There you go. Janet and James. Hey,
like
group.
$1 million. I'd like $1 million.
Just Janet this time. I'm packing up orders. Yeah. Somebody brought up your name. Yeah. Anyways, I don't have to repeat myself. You heard. Anyways, so okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 5. Good to see you, The Mummy and the Monkey. Be sure to check out their channel where they do horror hosting and lots of farts and giggles and whatnots. Good stuff. Anyways, on to number 5, Dave. I think that was a consensus for The Mummy. Nobody wants to go under the water with the creature from the Black Lagoon. So
Correct.
Okay. So would you rather, Dave, spend a week with Bela Lugosi? Spend a week with him.
A week.
Or
is this Monday through Sunday, or is this? Do we have a 7-day window? What is this?
7 days, whatever.
All right.
Okay. Or Boris Karloff's Frankenstein monster. So which one would you rather spend a week with?
I'm sorry that you're comparing Bela Lugosi and the monster, or can I just
maybe I should skip that one.
how about would you rather do Boris Karloff or Bela Lugosi as the person?
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes more sense because. Yeah, I mean, are you gonna? Yeah, it's too deep. Okay, so we'll change this up. Would you rather spend a week with Bela Lugosi, who was Dracula, or Boris Karloff, who was the Frankenstein monster? So, which one? Well, Bela had a lot of drug problems, Dave, and a lot of needles laying around, and I don't think I want to. But then again, no, Boris Karloff. I mean, how many movies did he do? I mean, listen, Bela did a lot of movies too, but who's more intellectual? I think it's Boris Karloff, 100%.
I would agree too, because then we could ask him about the Mr. Wong series. He seems more, like fan related and everything like that. I do feel bad for Bela, especially toward the end. But yeah,
I do, and I'm sure he had a lot of stories to tell, but he didn't see, like Boris Karloff seems like the guy. He'd sit there in a chair with his pipe, and he'd just probably go on talking for hours, telling you stories on the set or things he's done. Bela, I think he would just look at you and holler at you and tell you to get out of my freaking house.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Give me a cigarette.
As much as I love Bela, but yeah, I think this is a Boris Karloff without a doubt for me.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah. Okay. So Harry Scott says he'd spend a week with Bela Lugosi.
Pronounced Bela.
Bela, yes. Spending a week with the guy, it's all about the brain. I mean, listen, Boris is ugly. I mean, maybe you got to turn away a little bit sometimes because, whoa, Boris, but I don't know. I think it's hands down. I think without a doubt, Boris Karloff. So real quick, Andrea says Bela from Facebook. Boris MOR. That's a stuff. Wait, what? That's a stuff. I don't know what's going on. Tune the News is still on Mummy. So I don't know what that's about. Boris, what's going on? Yeah, Bela. Yeah, listen. Janet, do not get me to try to pronounce words correctly because it's not going to happen. Everybody says it's your Cleveland accent, and I'm like going, I don't hear other people in Cleveland talk like this, because when it's cold outside, I go, it's cold outside, stuff like that. So Bela, it's Bela. You guys have done enough movies on Bela. So there you go. Traveling Fools, member for 6 months at level 1 support. Yo, 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 yo. Good to see you. He was totally addicted by his 30s. Yeah, sad story, Edward. Anyways, let's move on to He's That Guy. Okay. I'll give you you guys just keep a watch. Yeah, there you go. Anyways, let's move on. Next one, would you rather, Dave?
Yes.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one for everybody. It's simple, it's to the point. Would you rather explore a haunted castle alone or a foggy graveyard at midnight? Which one would you like to do? And I think that's a tougher question, but I still think I got a no doubt, for me. Real quick, while you're thinking, Dave, because when that hand goes up and you go, you either got an itch on your chin or you're really thinking. Hands doing a high five, Albert Jacob. Oh, it's a super sticker. That's why I got okay. The Mummy and the Monkey, LOL, Dino. Clevelanders used the long A sound and we're kind of nasally. Yeah, we do have an accent, but I see some weird words, that's for sure. Let's see. Dave, I think as cool as the grave, I think it depends on what graveyard, right?
I'm just thinking a nondescript graveyard, lots of cool art as far as the headstones go, the fog coming in, the trees, the owls, the noises, maybe a distant road, the wrought iron fence. I mean, just everything spooky and wonderful. Maybe a crow even sitting on the sign of the graveyard. But I'm not going there.
Is it because you're too scared?
No, it's because it's flat. And what do? I get exercise by walking around. Maybe I read some of the tombstones. That's really about it.
A lot of graveyards, Dave. And I tell you, see, I mean, it's a little, graveyard, JLR, graveyard. Yeah, I mean, a lot of graveyards, but
I'm going to go with the castle because the castle has multiple floors. It has age. It has history. I would be scared about falling through a trap door and not being able to get out or being impaled on spikes.
Because you are alone. So, yeah.
Always, it's kind of like when you go swimming with a buddy.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's the castle for me. I mean, it's closer because the thought of going to a really cool graveyard that's just gigantic and spending hours just looking at the graves, it's something I'm really, really interested in. And in the Cleveland area, we do have some very cool old graveyards. So, it's close, but the castle it is. And a lot of people pick the graveyard. So there you go.
Well, there's a lot of Art Bell stories that take place in a graveyard compared to in a castle. Yeah. So I can see that totally true.
Overkill with an O says, my biggest fear would be having the cops called on me for trespassing on private property. That could happen. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so on to the next one. You boys is trespassing, LOL. Like Night of the Living Dead, says
That,
Sam
yep, that's another good one.
Deo. Is that, what do you think that is? Dado? Sam Dado or Deo?
Maybe Sam D from the 80s.
Sam D. Could be. Anyways, I'm sure they'll let us know. Anyways, let's move on, Dave. There you go. I think this is fun. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up, please, and comment afterward. What?
Cody's got the deluxe ticket, it looks like.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
The deluxe ticket. I'll take the deluxe ticket, Edward. What's going on? Oh, Ed said, okay, so we have a ton of old creepy cemeteries here, and we used to do it all the time. I still don't know what it means. Anyways, I'm fine.
Well, I'm always amazed too, like when I watch ghost hunters and things like that.
Yeah.
People who are buried on the property.
Oh, yeah.
That freaks me out. And also, like,
Used to happen back in the day.
well, not only that, but you would have like these old churches where you'd have the graveyard behind it. So that always freaked me out too. I would rather have a separate business that is,
yeah.
Separate.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next. Would you rather? Would you rather, Dave, have a mad scientist brain or a monster body? So,
Well,
would you rather have a mad scientist brain or a monster body?
since I already have a monster body,
Okay, we might as well say some form of, and I believe, picture your own monster body, because there's none to throw out there. We could say Frankenstein's monster, but just a monster body. I believe we'd still be intelligent, Dave.
okay.
Okay, but we would have that strength and that, but we might look a bit ugly.
Well, I have to admit, I kind of like that werewolf type of thing, where I can like turn into a monster and run on all four legs and run really fast and kill people in the forest and things like that.
Yeah, if we were going with that, that would be cool, and maybe that's why I would consider the mad scientist's brain, because I could concoct a formula and hopefully it don't go wrong like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but because that would be awful. But if you could perhaps concoct something to turn you into a vampire, or listen, because I'm enthralled with being a vampire. I may well be, Dave. I've been on YouTube for how many years now? How much have I changed?
You were on YouTube before YouTube even began.
Yeah.
So you haven't changed. The location around you has changed.
Yes, it has.
So, and I even think the hat is the same.
No, I got to change up, right? Okay, so I think I'd rather have the mad scientist's brain. I can do all the things I need to do if I was that. We're talking mad scientist to create like maybe superhuman powers or something like that, or strength or something like that. So I'd go with that, because a monster, I mean, what if it's like a grotesque type, body that you have? When you talk monster, it's got to be,
What about the Bride of Frankenstein? That ain't too bad.
No, but listen, I think most guys would go, "Hey, whoa, she's still hot to me." But I mean, when you come down to it, she was, she had a bit of something going on, Dave. Start fresh from elementary school and work your way up and hope things go well. I got way behind on the chats. Let's see what everybody's saying. Let's see. The brain. I have that Karloff physique, says DJ, Mr. Joel. That's not bad to have. I mean, minus the hair. Listen, it's a bit monstrous, but yeah, he was in shape. Boris Karloff was in shape. Another question that can't be answered, says Stephanie Press. It can be. It can be. Same thing that they've said. Brain. Um, at Dave Plouffe. Who's asking that?
No one's asking it, but since my name isn't in the description,
Oh,
I thought I'd give a link to my channel just in case people want to see me walking around with Bo, hanging out with the garden. We got the vegetables planted this week.
nice.
And I'm probably going to be starting this week a new series on my channel about my book collection.
Oh, Dave, holy heck.
Yeah, I've got a title.
People will like that. And your link is in the description.
It is not.
At Dave Plouffe. No, yes.
Not this week.
No, let's see. If I hit at Dave Plouffe in the description, it takes you straight to your channel. So it is there, Dave. Look again.
Hold on, I'm going to look right now.
I may have updated like soon after we talked earlier, but I got it in there.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, no problem. Yeah, go check him out. I can't wait for the book videos, Dave.
Yeah, so I'm
got a lot of time on your hands, huh?
I will in about another week.
No, that's going to be really cool. The book thing is.
I mean, I got probably, I'm guessing 2,000, 2,500 books. And I'm going to start going through them, showing what I got in my collection, deciding whether or not to sell them, throw them on eBay, sell them
I think that's a cool thing.
or put them in, areas like this. And I'm going to show like some really interesting things like this one here.
No, you got to show the one.
A lot of these are signed. So I've met the author and stuff.
Okay. Starting to bore us. But I'm joking. So yeah, go over there. Get to Dave's channel. He's going to be doing book stuff. No, Dave, I didn't mean that. I wanted to get to, you must cover that book on how to pick up chicks from the 60s. Is it right there? Oh, he's got it right in the top drawer. How to pick up girls.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the book is amazing. Me and Dave we talked about some of the things in there. Save it for a video. But there's some stuff in there that, go ahead. Go ahead real quick.
I can't even read that one. I can't read that page.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
There's things said in the book that you can't say today.
No.
And even back then. But go ahead.
Here we go. This is entitled Beauty and the Beast. Speaking of looks, I'd like to tell you about Tom, a very ugly friend of mine.
Oh.
He's a hip, witty guy, but man, is he ugly.
Oh.
He himself refers to his face as a sort of a cross between a gorilla and a sophisticated middle-aged toad.
He's a dumb. Oh, forget it. I'm not even saying it.
I'll be in trouble. Tom's looks, though, didn't keep him from marrying Laura, one of the prettiest brunettes I've ever seen.
Dave, I think if you just did a series on reading excerpts from that book, I think that would be so cool. I really do. And you probably have some material there. Picking up 60s chicks. There you go. Okay, Dave, please go to at Dave Plouffe, description below. And it'll take you to his, oh God, lots to look forward to it.
Ed,
spreading his wings.
Too.
What's that?
Ed says he's got a book on soil. I've got a book on soil too, so I'm not going to be trading that.
Oh boy, let's move on. But that is going to be really cool, Dave. So yes, definitely go over and check out his stream. But before you do that, or his channel, not his stream, because he's streaming here. Give that thumbs up button. I can't wait to see how many thumbs up we have at the top of the hour. So
I'll tell you that right now because I'm on our page.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's see. Oh,
pretty good actually.
Okay, not bad. Better than lately, but anyways, let's do the next would you rather, Dave.
All right.
Okay, so this is a good one. Really good one. Would you rather this is one that's easy for me too, though. Would you rather be bitten by Dracula or scratched by the Wolfman? And listen, there's some people out there, Dave. This is why it's easy for me, but some people might want to turn into that monstrous wolf, on a full moon, and do its bidding and be part of a werewolf pack or whatever like that, like bikers do. Yeah, let's go out on the road, something like that. I don't know what that was, but I went with it. So, you could want to be a wolf. And hello, Karen Banks. Good to see you. But I'm 100% Dracula. I want to be bitten, and I want to be a vampire forever if I'm not already. Because, listen, a lot of people go, eternity sounds like a great thing, but it's not. It's torment, Dave.
I think now would be a great time to play Your Call to Art Bell. Do you have that close by?
I don't have it close by, but
well, I'll tell you why my choice is.
Okay.
First of all, I don't want either one to happen. I don't want to be scratched by a werewolf.
Well, of course not.
And I don't want to be a vampire. I don't.
Well, no, I take that back. I do want to be bitten if I haven't been already.
Yeah. So, between the two,
something wrong with Dino. He's trying to convince us that he's a vampire. Oh,
at least if I turn into a wolf, I'm going to the bathroom out in the woods. I don't have a very nice place. But if I'm a vampire, like you said, you can live forever. You can fly. You can turn into a bat.
Yeah.
You're going to have hypnotic powers. You're going to be better looking. You're going to be better dressed. You're going to come from a long family of, like socialites. And I think it would be amazing if those were my only two choices. So I'm going to be bitten by a vampire as well.
Yeah. Okay. It's 4 minutes. Well, the one I got here is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know, Dave. I don't think this will copyright me. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Okay.
But should I play it?
Maybe a segment of it, and then we can stop and then play another segment, so there'll be less of a chance of copyright.
Okay, and I actually this was his
and midnight. It is you, so
yeah, it is the Midnight in the Desert, and I do believe that you can play that was aired, so it's not a big issue, I don't think. Werewolf, because so I put on an act, a really good one. Art Bell said, well, it's to be determined. Was it an act? Was it not? Was I portraying an act to let people know, maybe? I don't know. But I called in Art Bell. I talked to Art Bell a couple times beforehand, but he was doing the losing my mind line. And I'm going to share this video with you, and you guys can listen to it. It's me doing a bit of acting. I sound a little bit like the guy who was involved with Area 51 when it went off the air. Everybody goes, that's the same guy. No, it's me. So here we go, Dave. I do believe we should be able to hear it as well once I play it. So here we go. Let's see.
I can't get somebody to say something.
Tell me if you can't hear.
Are you there?
Art?
Yes.
Yes, this is the losing my mind line, right?
Yes.
Yes, well, I'm definitely feel like I'm losing my mind.
Are you going quickly or a little bit at a time every day?
Pretty quickly here. I'm fighting this thirst for blood that I've got right now.
You mean you don't mean human blood, do you?
Yes, I do, Art.
You do?
Yes. I like to take frequent walks in the woods we have here at night, and I was attacked, and I'm not sure quite what happened because it was just a blur.
Okay, let's go back a little bit. You were attacked. You were bitten by somebody?
Yes, it was dark, and whatever it was did come from above, in the trees, I think. I'm not sure.
So you mean it like
but
pounced on you, or it flew down and got you?
I'm not sure. The only thing I knew is the next thing I was on the ground, and I woke up in my basement.
Yes.
And this thirst for blood is the sickness that I'm feeling right now.
Yes, I get it. How long ago did this attack occur?
Art, this has been just in the past 24 hours.
Oh my God, this is fast.
Just happened.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm losing my mind. I'm going down fast. It's just very overwhelming. I can't even keep a straight mind.
Well, when you have a thirst for human blood, is it like, I mean, what can you compare it to? Is it like when you want chocolate ice cream, or even worse?
It's even worse than that. It's like when you don't have an appetite, but I'm very much in need for it. Something's pulling me towards that. I've even sliced a little bit of what I have on my neck myself where I was bitten, and that is what's pulling me. And
you mean you like took a taste of your own?
Well, the smell, it's driving me crazy. I'm losing my mind.
It's like,
I don't know what to say. I hope I make it through this night.
Stronger than bacon. So you might actually attack somebody.
Art, I hope not. I don't want nothing like this to happen. I always thought that vampires were not real. But I'm losing my mind, Art.
You really think you're a vampire?
If what I think happened, yes.
Have you noticed any change in your front teeth?
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
I'm just feeling very, very sick, pains. I'm feeling cold. I'm starting to feel very, very cold.
So like hunger pains, except it's thirst.
Yes.
And if you get this human blood, do you think you'll feel better? Is that the feeling you have?
Well, that's what every vampire movie tells you.
It is. All right. Well, it sounds like you're in. Yeah, it sounds like you're in pain.
Okay, Art.
Okay, I'm gonna end that. Gave you a little bit there. That was pretty much kind of the end there with Con, but Dave, you made me play it, so
I did.
Still holds up.
It's still great. I hope you play mine when we get to that Coast to Ghost.
You let me know. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Okay, top of the hour. Should we get to one more before we go to the top of the hour?
That'd be wonderful.
Okay, thanks for letting me play that, people. Dave pushed me and I played it, so there you go. And on to the next question. Would you rather, Dave? And I think the consensus was being bitten by Dracula, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although I don't think there was a lot of people chiming in on that one. So maybe that was a little tougher. I don't know. Anyways, let's just move on to the next one. So, would you rather watch horror movies? Oh, this is a tough. Where's Lucy Vincent? She's not here, is she?
Nope.
Okay, so would you rather watch horror movies with Vincent Price or solve mysteries with Boris Karloff? So, watch horror movies with Vincent Price or solve mysteries with Boris Karloff. As much as I'd love to solve mysteries, I'm going to let Dave start off. Go ahead.
I agree. I appreciate having the opportunity to solve mysteries with Mr. Wong himself.
Yeah.
Ancient Chinese secret with that. I think he's great. He's a great actor. Wonderful. Thank you. 99.9% of the time, I'm going to choose Vincent Price. I love Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Vincent Price is the most amazing person ever. I've spoken to his daughter, Victoria. I am a huge Vincent Price fan. I would like, he comes from the candy fortune, Price Candy.
Yeah.
We would hang out, we would watch TV, we would chalk, we would have candy. He is a nice dresser. He collects art.
Like
He,
to do both too, but yeah, would you rather? Which one? Anyway.
yeah, I mean, Vincent Price is just the most amazing. He was on Thriller. He, 13 Ghosts. We could talk about all his movies. I would just hang out and watch TV with him all day. They would have to call the police to have me extricated from his home. They would have to shoot canisters of tear gas in to make me leave. That's how much I love Vincent Price.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Vincent Price.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Yale because Vincent Price went to Yale to study.
Well, okay, so you're just geeking out. You're just you're just a fan. I mean,
I am
Vincent
a
Price.
fanboy of Vincent Price.
I'm a fan of both, and I would love to do both. And a couple people said tough one, but yeah, like Janice says the Vincent Price commentary would be, yeah, I mean, sitting down, listening to the stories that Vincent Price has got to say in that voice. I mean, it's like ASMR itself, just sitting there while you're watching whatever horror movie or whatever, would be just priceless. I mean, just priceless. But on the other hand, digging into a deep mystery with Sir Boris Karloff, I don't think he's a sir, but I made that up, Dave, would definitely be high up there. But I'm going to go with the Vincent Price. I mean, it's just endless chatter. I don't think Vincent Price would stop talking. I really don't. And I think he would just have wonderful stories. The voice, the movies he's played in. I mean, he'd bring up something about every movie. And the list goes on and on. So, yeah, I think without a doubt, Vincent Price. So, yeah, me and you are in the same boat.
Cool. And Connie says she also got to meet Victoria Price with her dog. I think that's amazing.
Very cool. Okay, Vincent, and with commercial, yes. And with commercial, you watch the commercials with him too. He was funny as Egghead on Batman, which is Vincent Price. Vintage records are pretty neat. Okay, but I'm with Janet and Dave. Vincent Price. I also did meet Victoria. Yep. I fell asleep to his mid-Atlantic and transatlantic accent. Harry says Vincent Price for sure. Maybe we would cook a gourmet meal together. Yeah. You get him to go cook something. Yeah.
Vincent Price cookbook, of course.
There you go. Edward says I missed meeting Vincent Price by 2 weeks before he passed. Oh no, that's awful. Anyways, let's see. Let's move. Oh, top of the hour, Dave. Let's get this over with before the bottom of the hour. Yeah, I can't. I'd have to go and send the picture to the email and get it over. So I'd have a lot to do to get the picture. But yeah, if you can email it to Charlie Chan Fan, I'll share it, Connie, and show it on the thing. But you got to email it to charliechanfan00@gmail.com. That's the one I have access to on this computer. So Dave, before we get to the next Would You Rather, hopefully everybody's having fun with the show. And I think this is really a cool thing. And we'll do more of it for sure. Let's see how many thumbs up we got. So far,
wait. Aiden needs to graduate early, as far as I'm concerned. I know it's only 2 or 3 weeks away, but he needs to graduate early so we can have Eerie Evening podcast. We can have Wednesdays with Dino. We can have all this much more fun. So
no, I know it's going to ramp up. It's been a long time coming, and 2 more weeks about really, but I'm going to try to slip in some Wednesdays games and stuff like that. Because his meets are like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, I think I might be able to start getting Wednesdays in. Lord Drums, good to see you. Greetings. Ghoulish Fun is what we're having every Sunday Fun Day. But throughout the week, check out for stuff. Dave, we went from 55 thumbs up 20 minutes ago to 59. So we're at 59 thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. And Dave, what do we got coming up? We scratched X-Files tonight, but let's concentrate on next week and the future. So go ahead.
Next week, you will have a totally different Dave because he will be actually relaxed. Art Bell. We're going to talk Art Bell. First time this year. We're huge Art Bell fans, as you saw in the little video there. Madman Markham and time travel is going to be the focus of that talk. The week after is Night Gallery, including one of my favorite episodes, Pickman's Model. June 7th, we begin our second season of Scooby-Doo.
Zoinks! The podcast.
After that, we have the next 2 episodes of In Search of, Ancient Aviators and the Bermuda Triangle, followed by the Wild Wild West, the Night of the Howling Light.
Yes. Thank you, Cat Small, for the $5 super chat. Having a lot of fun. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Ed Stathis says maybe do a caption this. Am I the only one that misses that? The reason I stopped it was because the numbers weren't doing very well. I don't think I could even get to 700 on some of those. So I think it was just too, like, people would read the title and go, caption this. What the hell is this? And did not even care and just move on. So it is what it is. Not saying I won't do it again, but you got to stick to what works. So trying to change things up for sure. So there you go. I think we move on now, Dave.
All right.
And we do the next Would You Rather. So let me check the email and see if I got anything. No, I did not. Okay. So the next Would you rather hear strange noises in your attic every night? This isn't so much universal, but I think this is a good question. Would you rather hear strange noises in the attic every night or see footprints with nobody there? I guess Invisible Man kind of thing going on there.
It would depend, I guess. Like if you have, are they footprints left over from like someone looking in your window? Because that's really creepy. Or is it like you notice imprints walking as you're walking, like on the grass or on the snow or things like that? I would rather have that because at least that is silent.
Yeah.
I want my sleep at night, so I don't want things in the attic.
Yeah, I hear you. Overkill with a no. I thought I got this. $4.99 super chat. I used to play Vampire, the Masquerade role-playing game in high school. And when a vampire clan embraces you, they put you to work right away. Yes, they do. I mean, you are probably correct. It's like being in the mob. Yes, very cool. That's awesome. Overkill with an O.
And Becca Tootal says footprints so I can follow them around. I think that would be so much fun. We could actually heckle the Invisible Man.
Yeah. See, listen, I think I'm going footprints too. The only reason why is attics are scary. If you're hearing noises in the attic, I'm also thinking of The Exorcist, and I don't even want to think of that. So
you just sent me some attic pictures as well earlier before the show.
I did.
That's an attic I'm not interested in going into.
I love creepy, spooky, and scary, but if given those two, I'd rather see footprints with nobody there.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, oh, interesting, supernatural. Nothing's going to happen to me, but noises in the attic? I mean,
it's better than flowers.
Did you read that book, Dave?
I had it read to me by my mother when I
Oh.
was 7.
What?
Yes.
Mm.
My mother read
That's
me Flowers in the Attic.
yeah.
She read me the Amityville Horror. She read me all sorts of books that I should not have been listening to
Okay.
at a very young age.
But Flowers in the Attic, it's just very disturbing as far as kids go.
Oh,
So to be read the book, the novel at a young age as a kid, because it's about these group of kids that are kind of trapped in their bedroom for most of their anyways, that's all I'll say. I don't want to ruin the story, but great story, but little disturbing and ooh,
starved and
yeah. Okay, footprints. I think that's a given. I don't think people want to hear anything better than squirrels in the attic. Well, yeah, or spirits, as in The Exorcist. You don't. Hey, have there been rats up in the attic lately? Yeah, I don't know. I heard the same thing. Very scary. Let's see the noises. The noises remind me of that movie Don't Be Afraid in the Dark.
oh, and then I remember that one Art Bell call that we did when we did an early Ghost to Ghost, where this woman who was pregnant always heard noises up in the attic, and she had the exterminators come out, and there's no rat droppings, there's no nothing, there's no ways of
Yes.
getting in.
Mhm.
And it ended up being a ghost of this woman who allegedly everyone thought she ran away, but her husband killed her, and so she was trying to get this person's attention to find her bones behind this crate. Ah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, again, The Exorcist. The book, that novel is the scariest. I mean, let's not talk about the movie. The novel is the scariest book I've ever read in my life. I was younger. I was in a hall with a bed because we had a big family. Listen, you don't want to hear about my childhood, but there's a lot of things that connect to very spooky, weird, awful things. Anyways, okay, let's move on. And yes, Gmail, Connie. Okay, so on to the next. Would you rather, Dave?
all right.
Sip of ginger ale and ready to go. So, good question. Here's a good one. Would you rather work as Dracula's assistant or Igor or Igor's helper? Igor or Igor? Igor. What did Marty Feldman say?
It's pronounced no. Marty Feldman it's pronounced Igor. Well, they told me it was Igor. Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
I think it's Igor, right? No?
Originally, it's supposed to be Igor.
Yeah. And then he's Igor. Thus Marty Feldman's eyes. Yeah. Damn those eyes.
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. So, Dracula's assistant or Igor's helper?
It's going to be
Go ahead,
Dracula's assistant for me, because then you get to travel, right? Because Dracula's all over Europe, Transylvania, comes to America, all sorts of things. But
think of what you got to go through as Dracula's assistant.
What?
The morbid, scary, let's find me a dead body, rats,
Well,
eat bugs.
I don't want to do the rats, but
bugs.
He gets the babes, right? He gets the chicks. So you're going to be, able to help, maybe, I don't know, pick up chicks for him.
I'm with MR.
I may have,
go ahead. You may have what?
I may have to go to the dry cleaner a little bit more. I may have to hurt my back bringing soil from his native country.
Well, I'll tell you what. JLR. Very interesting. Nathan, when my mom passed, the spirits were partying upstairs. Oh my. As long as you had good feelings and knew that's, hey, my parents are partying. So that's kind of cool, JLR. Lord Drums, thank you. And thank you for being part of the the channel. Just remember, we do this every Sunday and throughout the week. Always subscribe and notify. Hit that notification thing that drops down. $2 super chat. Wish I got here sooner. Great show. Thank you, Lord Drums. I appreciate that. We've got Dracula's assistant, Nathan, Dracula's assistant, Harry. Really? I think I see a lot of downside with Dracula, though. I really do. And Igor, I think Dr. Frankenstein really gives a lot to Igor, but without the bad things. Listen, I know they're working on getting a body together, but at least Igor's got a life, and he can roam.
A life looking like that? I don't think so. He's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's got that hump. He's got.
Wait, wasn't your hump over?
Walk this way. That's what you have to deal with. I mean, yeah, sure. Dr. Frankenstein probably has some great health insurance for him. You probably got some catered meals, but you're going to be doing backbreaking work, digging up dead bodies. That's 6 feet of dirt you got to go under.
I'm not sure, Stephanie. And Edward Stewart says, yes, Lord, that was a great film. Satan's Triangle was another good TV movie. Can't remember the name right now, but the TV movie with Linda Blair and the witch she lived with. Yeah, there you go. Thanks again, Lord Drums, and everybody else who's given a super chat. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, no, I think I'm still, oh, man. You got me thinking, but I know we got to move on. It's a tie for me. I don't know. I guess Igor seems better because as ugly as he is, he can travel and he can go away and he can go to stores and he may get glares and you're like, get out of here. Yeah. What are you trying to do? But Dr. Frankenstein would give him money to buy things. So, if you're an introvert and you don't care to be around people, then Igor's the way to go. But I think there's a lot of baggage that comes with Dracula's assistant. So I don't know. Yeah,
True.
Flies. Is that the diet you want, Dave?
No.
Could be pregnant with a good batch of maggots, and you eat that. Anyways, that's going a little too far, Dino.
And now I'm just recalling Love at First Bite with Artie Johnson, and he's going in his little jail cell.
Agree, a tie. Yeah. When you get down to it, I don't know. That's kind of he would be kind of condescending to help you. Well, he wants it his way. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Anyways, I thought that was a good one. Let's move on to the next one. The next, would you rather live in Transylvania forever? Wait, I'm skipping this one. I'm going to move on.
Good idea.
Yeah. Would you rather face one giant monster or 100 tiny monsters? Universal giant monsters.
They're going to have to be really tiny.
I mean, even if they're
like Lilliputians.
6 inches and you're quick with your feet, you can play soccer all day long.
No. Have you seen the Puppet Master series?
Well, that's true too. Or Blood Species, where they break down, or there was a few. I still think the smaller ones are way better. 100 though, 100's a lot. I don't know. I think it's a tough one, but the big one, I mean, if it's going to overpower you, I think no matter what, right?
No, I think the big one might be a little clumsy. It might be like learning their weakness. I think it would be more fun and entertaining and educational to battle the bigger monster, just like we have in Castlevania, just like we have in Mario Brothers. We have we go through our battle, and then all of a sudden we have this end of scene where we have to kill this gigantic creature. And it may take us a little bit longer, but we're more young and spry, and we can move around and everything. So
Pixies are the worst. Tiny monsters versus aluminum baseball bat. Good
yes,
point.
they stay crunchy in milk.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The little demons in the gate. That's exactly what I was thinking of. 72nd Human. I met the 71st one the other day. Really interesting guy. Good to see you in chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, the gate. I totally 100%. They all, it was a man, and then they all fall down doing the bidding. So I mean, I'm going with the smaller ones. I don't want a big giant one coming at me. But that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Dave.
It is, but not as tough as Connie. She's dealing with gas over there.
Wait, what?
It says Connie's got gas.
Who said that?
Connie.
Okay. If it's the small ones, blowtorch. Don't blowtorch with the gas. You'll blow up. One large one, easy target, but one of the tiny ones would overrun your body. I mean, I thought of that too, Cat Small, but I don't know, I'm pretty quick.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, you saw Gulliver's Travels, and when he went to Lilliput, they attacked him and got him, and they even pulled his hair and tied it down with little anchors.
Right. Well, I think that was a ridiculous tale. Those people were way too tiny to take him down. I'm sorry. You get what I'm saying, Dave?
I do.
Do you agree?
No.
Okay.
I just want the next question.
Okay. Let's not go there. Okay. Next, would you rather? Okay. So, and I think that was the consent. Listen, that was a tough one. I think that could go either way. Edward Stewart, who got gas? Yeah, I missed that, but yeah, Connie, I'm sorry to hear that. A lot of cheese today, maybe extra milk. I don't know. Yeah, lactose, I tell you. Okay, so would you rather be trapped inside a black and white horror movie or a silent horror film? Oh, this is a good one, Dave. Woo, look at me. I even went like this with my hands like this. Like I'm like 5 years old. So would you rather be trapped inside a black and white horror movie or a silent horror film? You want me to go first?
I do.
Okay. I think, really it's all dependent on which black and white horror film, but let's just broad spectrum it. Okay.
All right.
Correctly? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. It's good. Okay. It is what it is.
I'm just thinking what happens if Godzilla has gas?
Oh my God.
He can knock out Tokyo.
Well, he could do that with his breath,
This
but
little flame.
yeah, he may burn the world, right? He can heat the ocean up for a little sauna. Anyways, okay, so
Global warming.
So would we rather be in a black and white horror movie or a silent film? Okay. I love all the black and white horror films. Okay. Not all of them, but you get what I'm saying, right? But the silent horror films, they're almost dreamlike. Okay.
Yes.
It almost like being in a dream state. And because you don't hear any sound, well, other than the music, but you can take that out. No dialogue. You don't hear people speak. It's almost like a dream. So I feel as though if I got into the Cabinet Dr. Caligari or Nosferatu, if I was in the back and I was in one of those movies, I could just creep around because I'm not really part of any of the dialogue of those movies. So I could explore and I could be part of the background and I could creep and I can hide and I can do, at least this is what I'm thinking in my mind. Whereas in a black and white horror film, there's dialogue, there's a script. And if you're there, you're going to have to play a role. And what role are you going to get put into? And so I'm going for silent, Dave.
I'm going for silent too, but I'm going for silent for the women. because the silent films have the best looking women. And
You are right.
I love the idea that you just said where you're creeping around the background because
Yeah.
that's exactly what they need the actors to do in a silent film is to be more animated, to be scared, to listen and be scared. And I think that would be amazing to be in a silent film. The only thing that bothers
100%.
me is that, the film is degrading. So does that mean I'm going to be lost?
Oh, that's no. That's just the perception of the film, but being in it is crystal clear. I'm just pulling that out of whatever, Dave, but yeah, that's my imagination. Like, even if the film was lost forever, this has no bearing on the question itself. If you're in that silent film or films, but you're going to be in there. It's its own universe, and I think 100% that's mine. Silent films. Oh, and the creepiness too. Yeah. I mean, if you like, I love that style. That.
And think how many of them were made.
Oh,
and
God.
how quickly they ran. I mean, they were what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Well, and you got that German expressionist form of art throughout a lot of those silent era films, and it's just, I don't know. I think I mean, some of the best things in my life are my dreams. Well, that's sad, Dino. Why would but no, I mean, really, it's you go to a place and yeah, so that's mine. Anyways, let's see, silent, but there's always an organ playing. I did say without the music. So silent is silent. We wouldn't add the music. So yeah, you wouldn't. That's almost like that night gallery. There is a night gallery where there's the elevator music that plays non-stop. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. And it drives the guy nuts. And they say, this is hell. What floor are you going to? Anyways, so silent films. I think we're on black and white movies are beautifully shot. Well, that's the other thing too. Jameson, good to see you. Welcome again. Been a little while, but good to see you. Yeah, I mean, again, I love them, but my reasoning was just for that, dialogue, having to take a role. I like the whole silent thing and creeping and dream. Anyways, I think we can move on to the next one. We got time for another one.
Oh yeah. One thing I would love to do someday is to find like one of those starlets and watch all the films that they were in.
Oh, geez. I bet you that made a loud noise. Very sorry, people. I dropped my microphone.
Different. But like they might be in 20 or 30 films. I'd love to watch someone's entire catalog of films that was like maybe a minor character in them.
Oh gosh.
Like, when we did when we were on the Colombo Confab and we did the Johnny Cash episode, we had Tina. Why not just follow Tina's career for the 15 films she was in?
Right.
And go, there she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I punched my microphone for. That was kind of ridiculous. But
microaggressions.
The starlets and the
damn Morgan.
Listen, that is one thing, man. I tell you, again, old soul. We all know that Dino loves the 1920s, the teens, but that silent era horror films and that pre-code code. I said, oh, that's right. I didn't say
code. CODE.
Pre-cold. I love the pre-cold era when it used to be warm. But the women in there they were just beautiful. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Here we go. Just imagine Brenda in a horror movie. It was a drop mic moment, Dino. Yeah. Before you leave, please give a thumbs up. I'm going to go on for a little bit longer, even after Dave leaves here, but we're going to do one more together. I think I may go on for another half hour, depending on how many stick around. So I've got a lot of questions. But Dave, the next one, would you rather? Here we go. Would you rather have to survive one night in a haunted mansion or one night in a monster-filled forest? Should we skip that one? Yeah. Okay, we'll skip that one. Even though it's an interesting question. Okay.
I'm choosing the mansion, but
Okay. Well, here we go. Here's a good one.
all right.
Would you rather scrap the last one? Here we go. New one. Would you rather meet the Phantom of the Opera underground or meet the Invisible Man in a dark hotel? So
If
would you?
he's invisible, it wouldn't matter if it was dark or not.
I think a dark hotel isn't dimly lit. Okay. So
I like the ambiance.
yeah.
I since Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorite films, I'm going to choose Meeting the Phantom because I'm at least going to go in and rip his mask off or something. And I kind of know he dies at the end anyway. I think I would do that. I'd meet the Phantom.
So much to explore too, even though there are so many traps there. So
Agreed.
You could die real quick is what could happen. But I think I'm going along with you too.
Yeah,
Listen, I don't want to see the Invisible Man in a dark hotel.
That would be impossible.
Yeah. If it's 5-star, maybe, but yeah, no, Phantom of the Opera. Another one or no?
We will do one more and then
Okay.
I will leave.
Okay.
However, I think we need to stop and congratulate you on 501,000 subscribers.
Thank you very much.
Subscriber mark this week.
Yes, I passed the 500,000 subscribers, and I appreciate everybody who has joined, subscribed, and all that good stuff. And just check out the library and hit thumbs up and all that. But I appreciate it, Dave. Yeah, 500,000. Who the heck would have known? I tell you, slowly keeps creeping, slowly keep getting by. So, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And with that, before Dave goes, and I wanted to just continue for a little bit longer because tonight I feel like going a little bit longer. I feel in the mood, and this will get me in the mood for more shows in the week, and that'll be fine, and that'll be great. So there you go. So one more question, Dave, and let's see. I want to make this a good. Okay, here's a good one. I'll end it with a good one here. Would you rather spend the night in Dracula's coffin room or Frankenstein's operating room? I think that's kind of an easy one too, but I'm curious to hear which one you would pick. Should I go first?
Go ahead and go first.
Okay, well, as much as Dracula's coffin room would be cool, I think he's just laying in the coffin. And then you got rats and dirt and everything else.
It's not, what's attractive about that? Nothing.
Exactly.
At most, he's got a backup coffin just in case the first one doesn't open.
You think the 3 ladies could be in there?
If that may change my answer too.
If his 3 concubines are there as well, and I'm allowed to open it and just stare at them and their beauty, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
I could sit them up, pose them.
They're not action figures.
It's starting to sound creepy.
They're the undead.
And get next to it and go, hey, I'll put you back, lay you back down. But, what's going on?
Makes a new phrase for Sunday Fun Day.
The mental Dino. But yeah, no, it's gotta be Frankenstein's operating room. There's lots to tinker with and to look at. And even though Dr. Frankenstein probably wouldn't want you to touch it, you spend the night there, you most certainly got a lot to look at and check out. So
Yes.
yeah, I think that's a given.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. So there you go. Let's see what everybody's saying. Operating room, Frankenstein. Oh, I think this is, yeah, without a doubt. But if I threw in the 3 concubines,
I would change it.
that might change it for me.
Yeah.
So it makes it closer. But yeah, it looks like when Lou Costello opens Dracula's coffin, classic stuff. Oh, there's nothing better, Edward. Listen, the movie itself, there's nothing better. Dracula got cobweb bats in it. Yeah, we're on the same page. So Dave, I'll let you go. I think this is the first time I carried on and kept going and making it a little bit longer. I'll try to go another hour. So Dave's in the box. The man in the box.
Here.
The man. Oh, how do you get out of here? You just leave. I'll hide you. Say bye, Dave. Oh, geez, he just left. He was in a box. Oh, Dave, I tell you. You just left on me. Anyways, okay. So, yes, I am going to continue on. I've got plenty more questions. I'll go as long as you guys want me to go. So if you're sticking around, thank you. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button and all that good stuff. But yes, I do got in the future, I've got some really, really interesting stuff I could do. There's a game that is called, let me see, Universal Monster Dating Game that I could do a stream on. And I think that would be really cool. So there's a lot of new stuff that I think I'm going to be getting into, and might revolve around Universal Monsters for a while there. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Dave's not here, man. Hey, man, Dave's not here. It's me, man. Let me in, man. Love it. Open the pod bay doors, Dino. I let you out. You're on your own, Dave. Thank you, Dave, as always. And please go subscribe to his channel. He's going to have book reviews coming up, and how to pick up chicks in the 60s. So there you go. Okay. Let's move on to the next Would You Rather. Okay. Would you rather be famous for hunting monsters or secretly be a monster? So, would you rather be famous for hunting monsters or secretly be a monster? I'm not sure this is a real good one. Real quick, we could do this one, I think. I guess I guess I'm back to the old I don't want to be a monster thing, because how you look, all that other stuff. If I'm a monster hunter, then I'm noble and I can kill the creatures that are doing bad in the world, right? So look at yourself as a hero. So I believe that's just a given, right? There may be some people out there who want to be a monster, but hunting monsters, definitely, for sure. Monster hunter. Yep. I think we're all in agreement, which means I can move on really quick to the next one. Cheech and Chong. Yes. Nice Dreams was the best early, for sure. Yes. Secretly a monster. Wolfman, preferably. Secretly be a monster. Wolfman, preferably, says Albert. The Wolfman would. Real quick, I'd like everybody to put in the chat, which Universal monster would you prefer to be out of Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Creature from the Black Lagoon? We can add the Bride of Frankenstein, the Invisible Man. Out of all of those, which one would you want to be if you were a monster? Let me know. Let's go through that right now. So everybody, because I think it's secretly a monster. Hunting is too much work, says Ed Stathis. Okay. A monster hunter. I think the overwhelming consensus is monster hunter, though. So, but yeah, everybody, please tell me which one of the universal monsters you would rather be out of the classics. For me, I think without a doubt it's Dracula. Again, vampire, live for eternity, suave, sophisticated, drinking the blood from the neck of a beautiful woman. It is what it is. So there you go. Although a second is the Invisible Man. I see a few of those coming up. So let's see. JLR says Wolfman. Dracula for overkill with an O. He would be Dracula. I agree with you. Mike says Invisible Man. My second choice. Dracula got the cape. He does got the cape. That's for sure. Dracula. Okay. Monsters hunt monsters too. They do. 72nd Human. Dracula. Van Helsing. Invisible Woman. Says Becca Too Tall. Ooh, I think we may have more Invisible Man or Woman than Dracula. Dracula, says Vicky. Wolfman, Cat Small. I'm torn between Dracula and the Wolfman, says Bubba. Torn between see, the Wolfman, Wolfman's a curse. I know it's cool. It could be cool when you turn into one if you're part of a pack, but the universal Wolfman is a loner. He's alone, and he's cursed with this, this thing. So I don't know. Not Wolfman. Dracula, 100%. Wolfman leaves too much hair. If you take a shower, the Wolfman's gonna clog up your tub. Any of them would be great, says Edward. He's got no preference. Edward, no, not a preference. I want the creepy castle to live in, Bubba says. Yeah, I agree with you. If not Wolfman, then Invisible Man. Dracula, not even a contest liking. Dracula. Yeah, if you were part of a group, 72nd Human. But if you were at the actual Wolfman, the universal monster, I think it's too depressing with the curse and all that. So okay, so Dracula I think is overwhelming. Wolfman shedding. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next one. Let's go to another one. Next, would you rather? And thank you guys for all sticking around and playing the game with me. So, would you rather have lightning bring life to your creation or discover an ancient cursed tomb? So would you rather have lightning bring your creation to life or discover an ancient cursed tomb? So would you rather be like Dr. Frankenstein and create? I think there was something twisted in a little, he was a scientist and he was diving and creating life. I get that. And the questions that come along with it, whether it be religious or whatever. But that's interesting. Would you rather be him creating life, which, if you think of it a different way, what if somebody you love died and you were able to bring them back to life? I don't know. Or discover an ancient cursed tomb. I don't know if I'd want to discover an ancient cursed tomb, right? Because you would then be cursed. So if you didn't have the curse and you discovered the ancient cursed tomb but wasn't cursed, that's a different story. But I think I'm going to go with creating life. Like, if something died, somebody you love or something you loved, and being able to create life, I think that's what I'm going for. So anyways, there you go. Let's see. Great stream tonight. Thank you, Edward Stewart. Appreciate that. Lightning, MOR. So you would create life. Connie, yes, a great theme. Thank you very much. Lightning, hands down, curse kills. Did I say specifically lightning? Have lightning bring your... Yeah, okay, yeah. I think the lightning creating life. Discover an ancient tomb. Harry Scott, remember, an ancient cursed tomb. So think again and maybe let me know if again, maybe you're not cursed, but you found it. Frankenstein, man, I want a Pharaoh's curse. Becca, I don't know if you want a Pharaoh's curse, really. Yes, lightning, because, well, I think this is pretty much a consensus. Mike says lightning too. Albert, finding a curse sounds awful. Yeah, depends on the curse. That's interesting too. Says Edward Stewart. It depends on the curse. So if the curse was something that pretty much brung along something that you enjoyed, it could be a good thing. So if you're thinking along those lines, a curse might not be all so bad, depending on what the curse is. So there you go. Ancient tomb for me. I love ancient Egypt. Could lean on so much. Trying to build a dishwasher homebody, right? What? Let's see. Fortune, glory. I discovered a cursed tomb, but the curse was broken when oh, geez. I knew that was when I divorced her. Okay. Sorry for you. If not the curse. Okay, we can move on because I think it's pretty much the lightning in creating life. If the curse benefits you, so that again, that's 100%. I hear that, Fortune. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next. Would you rather? Would you rather what? Oh, we're doing a would you rather game here. Okay, so would you rather? Oh God. Okay, this is a really good one. Okay, let's do this one. Would you rather be turned into a vampire or become invisible forever? So would you rather become a vampire or become invisible forever? Again, this was a tough decision for me, but you guys all know my thoughts on this. I'd rather become a vampire. I'd rather, for all the reasons I said, live for eternity, suave sophistication, the stronghold you have over people, all of that. Invisible's cool too. It's a close second. I mean, being invisible forever. But again, I don't know. There's another thing too I just thought of. If you're invisible forever, is that truly a good thing? Nobody would see you. So it's almost like being a ghost, right? So if you can't interact with people in the way that you should, and they can't see your face, your body, would you really want to be invisible? I would love to be able to become invisible for a period of time and then change back again. But forever to be invisible, I think that's a curse. I think that's a curse. So I think this is without a doubt vampire. Let's see what you guys got to say. Willie Abe, what is going on? Good to see you, my friend. Invisible. Let's see. Vampire. Stephanie Press says invisible. Okay. I'll take the vampire. Invisible forever. Even after what I explained, I mean, can you get along without like people? Like, I guess people could hear you, and if they trust that you're truly there and they can hear the spoken word, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, right? Invisible forever. Bubba, vampire. Vampire, I think. Invisible. Vampire. 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 What about battling an enemy? Well, that's another question too. But yeah, no, I think without a doubt, vampire won that. But invisible was it was close. It was close. So very cool. Let's do another. Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather hear the Wolfman howling outside your house every night? I guess this is kind of a hell, right? Which hell would you prefer? To hear the Wolfman howling outside your house every night, or hear someone invisible whispering your name? Okay. So, do you know it's somebody that's invisible, or do you think it's a ghost? If it's somewhat of a ghost and you don't know it's an invisible man and they're constantly whispering at you, I think I'd take that over the Wolfman howling outside my house every night, because the chances are one of those nights that Wolfman is going to kill you, right? Whereas although the invisible man, if he's constantly whispering in your ear, he could drive you nuts and insane. So tough one, but I got to pick one. So I'm going to go. Oh my God. Do I change my mind now, people? Do I change my mind? Because I'm not sure that I want to go crazy with the invisible man whispering my name all the time. With the Wolfman, if I get sick of it, I could at least go hunt it down with a silver bullet. So you know what? Wolfman. I'll go with Wolfman. So there you go. Would your pee be invisible too? Ed Stathis, what the hell? I don't think so, because in the movie you see him, the food go down, right? I'm not sure. They didn't show digestive tract, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's funny. Wolfman. Okay, Wolfman. Vampire can turn mist and shift into the. Okay, well, we're talking Invisible Man and Wolfman now, but good point. Wolfman, wolf howling, whisper, it's freaking creepy. Yeah, would drive you nuts too, right? The howling, hearing someone invisible whispering your name is whispering my name. Hearing someone invisible whispering my name. Nathan, that's your choice? Nathan, if it was a nice, sweet, sensual voice, but even that would drive you crazy over time, right? I don't know. It's a tough one. Well, it's not tough for me now, because I just go out and kill that Wolfman with silver bullet. Hearing let me get to it. Winbach, what is going on? Big old lips. Mwah. Good to see you. Good to see you, Winbach. Thank you very much. Be sure you guys hit that thumbs up button as you come in. Thank you. Wolfman House. Okay, yeah, without a doubt. I think we're 100% a silent movie Wolfman. No. Then you wouldn't hear him howling, right? So, okay, so let's move on. Let's do another. Would you rather fight Dracula with only a candle, or fight Frankenstein monster with only a torch? Dracula is not scared of a candle. Why wouldn't you? Let's change this. I'm changing it. Would you rather fight Dracula with a crucifix, or fight Frankenstein monster with only a torch? Okay, so fight Dracula with only a crucifix, or the Frankenstein monster with only a torch? I think right away I'm going with Frankenstein monster with a torch, because Frankenstein is deathly scared of fire. And if you will definitely be able to get close enough to him to burn his clothes, thus burning the monster and killing the monster, right? Even though he didn't die in the fire in the movies, but whereas Dracula in the crucifix, or even garlic, or the other, he can run away from it, or it's not going to completely kill him, or you can slow him down enough to maybe stake him, but not really. I don't think so. And steakums are good with a little ketchup and cheese. Anyways, so yeah, that's mine. I'm going to go with the torch for Frankenstein, because it's an easier kill, right? Am I wrong, people? Okay, so not Vincent Price's voice, though. Okay, here we go. Frankenstein, says Mike. MOR says Frankenstein. James says a candle, the candle for which I changed to crucifix. Torch for Frankenstein. Okay, another torch. Yeah, cross, the crucifix, same thing. So crucifix, Frankenstein monster with a torch. Says Connie, both terrifying. Yes. You wouldn't want to fight either one of the monsters, that's for sure. Bubba's got Frankie there because he's scared of fire. Yes. I think that's his downfall, and I think that's the easiest answer. Frankenstein is afraid of fire. Dracula would be really scared of my candle. Holy water. I didn't say holy water. I used the torch to light a cigar. Frankenstein likes cigars. Fortune and glory. Okay. Fight Dracula. The cross will weaken him, and you can wear it around your neck. That's a good point, Cat Small. That's a good point. I still think the fire and the torch. I know Frankie can knock it, out of your hand too, if confronted with it and hit with it. But yeah, I don't know. Neither sounds great. Can be like Dwight Fry. What happens when the battery runs out? The battery? I'm not sure what battery. What's going on? Okay, I think the torches went out. I think there were some Dracula answers there for that. So yeah, there you go. Let's move on to another one. Let's see. Wait, where am I at? I'm at. There I am. Okay. Here we go. Would you rather? Ooh, this is a good one. Would you rather ride through a thunderstorm in a carriage in Transylvania, or sail through the Black Lagoon at night? So, would you rather ride through a thunderstorm in a carriage in Transylvania, or sail through the Black Lagoon at night? I don't think you want to be in a carriage in Transylvania. Especially thunderstorms are relevant, but chances are Dracula's there around. Sailing the boat in the Black Lagoon, I don't know. Is that a death sentence? Is he going to get you no matter what? I think this is a tough one. I'm not sure. Let me take a drink. Think about this. I think if he's in a boat and you're sailing in the Black Lagoon, I think the creature is going to figure out that you're there, and he's going to try to kill you. Unless he hides away deep underneath and doesn't, Listen, or do you take your chances and ride the carriage through Transylvania in a thunderstorm, knowing that Dracula's out there? I don't know. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Those pesky torch batteries. Yeah. Let's see. Creature from the Black Lagoon. So sailing. Stephanie Press would rather sail through the lagoon. Hate the water. JLR says the lagoon. Sailing at night. Okay. Sail the lagoon. Oh, okay. At least it's not ever ready. Oh, okay. Sail through the Black Lagoon at night. The noises would be intriguing. Dracula can be avoided. You're trapped in water. Edward Stewart's lagoon. I think this is a sailing through the Black Lagoon rather than a carriage ride through a thunderstorm in Transylvania with Dracula around. Fresh Death. Evening to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. Lots of stuff to listen to and watch and all that good stuff on the channel. Thank you for being here. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Thank you. Lots of garlic. Take my chances by the carriage ride, says J.O.B. Okay. Stagecoach for me. Okay. The boat is safer in the Dracula book. The wolves attend the snare. Okay. Transylvania. Well, now everybody's starting to come in with Dracula, but I think sailing, pretty sure you can sail faster than it can swim. Okay, so Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think that's what we're going to go with. I think Creature from the Black Lagoon, 100%. That is the answer. And I think that's one I would go with, although, again, if I knew that Dracula wouldn't kill me, and he would turn me into a vampire, I think I'm all for the carriage ride. But anyways, there you go. Okay, so let's see. This is an interesting one. Okay, everybody get ready. This is real interesting. Would you rather be in a horror movie directed in the 1930s or the 1950s? So would you rather be in a horror movie directed in the 1930s or the 1950s? 1930s, horror all the way. 1950s, horror starts to take a totally different turn, and it becomes a lot more sci-fi. It becomes a lot more of that type of monsters, like giant monsters and stuff like that. You rarely get the monsters of the 30s. So depending if you like the sci-fi stuff, Thing from Another Planet, things like that, or if you like horror, like Dracula, the Wolf, well, Wolfman was 40s, but Dracula and stuff like that, I'm all for 1930s. I love both, and I think both would be cool. But I'm not only that, but I love the 1930s. I love the architecture. I love the furniture. I love everything about the ambiance of the 30s and the 30s cinema. So put me in a 1930s horror movie any day over the 1950s. Okay, because 1950s, you're going to have a scientist who is constantly telling you the scientific formula of things and how things work. The elasticity of the compound of M34659 will get this ship bounding past the moon and on to Mars, where we will habitate. Could get annoying. So I'm for a 1930s horror all the way. Okay, so let me see. Kenneth, what is going on? Good to see you, Kenneth. Everybody chiming in, and I think everybody's with me here. 30s, 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 1930s. 1930. Yeah. Do I keep going on? 1930s. Harry Scott with the 30s. Exactly, Dino. 50s made a huge turn. Yep. 100%. Transylvania 65000. That was the 80s. 72nd Human. Oh, Transylvania 65000. Wait, no. Transylvania. Yeah, 80s. Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, everybody's got it. Everybody's the same. 1970s. Hammer is my peak horror movie, period, says James Jameson. I could see some people saying, I only gave you 1930s and 50s. I didn't say 70s, but you threw that in there. And I know my friend Ted would love 1970s Hammer horror movie period too. And honestly, don't get me, you veered me off into the 70s. I love giallo films. I loved Italian horror cinema during the time. There were a hell of a lot of good horror only picked up in the 70s. So, I mean, is it better than the 30s for me? No. I think even 70s and 30s, if I threw that out there, I would still pick the 1930s. I still love that classic black and white old horror films. Although it's very intriguing to think, hey, how about the 70s? So it's a close second for me. I mean, although you could throw the 80s in there too. So let's not get started. I think we could say 70s or 80s. How about that? Let's just go again. I think this was overwhelming for the 30s. So let me throw it out there. Would you rather be in a movie directed we'll do one more because I'm curious about the 70s and 80s. Would you rather the 70s or the 80s horror? Which one would you rather be in? This is where it gets a little complicated for me because hot damn, I love everything lately about the 70s, giallo, foreign horror films, and then our own horror films when it started to take off, the slasher genre and all that stuff. But then you got the 80s cheese, like Chopping Mall and, all the other cheesy horror movies you would get in that period. And it's very intriguing to say, it's so fun. Why wouldn't you rather be in one of those films? So I guess if you like the cheesiness more than the dark, macabre 70s, that's tough. That's tough. I could take either or, but if I have to pick, I think I'm going 80s. I think I'm going 80s all the way, just because 80s is my decade. I don't know. So let's see. What do you guys pick? You got me, Dino. I love both. Can't say okay on the 50s. Okay, so 70s. Kenneth, JLR's the 70s. 70s. Okay. 70s. Dino, Silent Era. We kind of talked about that a little bit earlier when we talked about the silent eras or the talkies, like the black and white, horror films. So I think we talked about that a little bit. I think we can go. So 70s or 80s, 70s. Oh my God, 70s. 70s. Yeah. Connie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to be in Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I mean, that's as cheesy as it comes too. It's up there as one of my favorite cheesy horror films. So, yeah, that's too tough for me. Yeah, same here, Bubba. Same here, Bubba. I'll take the cheese, please. So, who said that? I'll take the cheese, please, Ed. 1980s, a good decade. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. 70s Halloween closed out the decade. Yep. I love horror with gore. Says Cat Small. Okay. We'll be talking a lot more horror on the channel, so it's good to know what people's preferences are and stuff like that. I don't know. Well, zombie, very gory. Yep. 70s. Can I mash up the late 70s into the early 80s? Sure. Why not, Mike? If I had to choose, 80s, first movie I saw was Friday the 13th. No Sitter. Mom took me. I was about 6 months old. Yeah. whole family in the living room. I was young. The Friday 13th was on the TV, and yeah, they didn't care if I watched it. So looks like 70s all the way. The early 60s, I'm not going to jump into another one, but the early 60s had good TV horror. Totally agree, Kenneth. Spot on. 1970s and 1980s horror is my thing, Dino. Okay, so there you go. Charles Band, gang. Yeah. Charles Band and the Full Moon features. So there you go. Without Dino. Okay, gotcha. Cat Small. Lloyd Kaufman. Yes. I know the man very well. Charles Band bought a house in the east side over here in Cleveland, about 20 minutes away from me. Always wanted to have thought of driving over there and saying, dude, get me in a movie, man. I'd like to be in a movie. But anyways, let's do another one. So let me see which one would be a better question. Oh, here's a good one. No, that's not a good question. The question is, would you rather watch? Okay, we'll do this. Would you rather watch only Universal monster movies forever? Only Universal monster movies forever? Or Hammer horror films forever? So it kind of says, are you a Universal horror guy or are you a Hammer horror guy? Me, I'm a Universal monsters. I think this is probably going to be a blowout. I would think there's a couple of you I think will say Hammer horror, but I think it's 100% Universal monster movies for sure. Gizmo Gremlins. I love the 7. Okay. I'll wait for you guys to get it, but there's no explanation other than Universal Monsters created it all, right? And then Hammer Horror picked up on that and used it and created their own movies and gave it a different style. It was in the decade of the 70s. It was more gothic. And I will tell you, it was more slower paced, which is why there's some Hammer films that are just tough for me to watch, but there are some other ones that are very, very good. So anyways, let's see. What do you guys got to say? Universal for MOR. Tough decision for Edward. Hammer horror for Jack-o'-lantern. Hello, Jack-o'-lantern. Good to see you in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, please. Let's try to get to 100. Universal Monsters. James Jameson says Hammer for me, but both great. Harry Scott says Universal. Stephanie Press says Universal. Both great, but Universal, says Edward. Universal, no offense to the Hammer lovers. Yeah, no, I've got a love-hate with Hammer horror, but the ones that I love. The ones that I hate, hate. Fortune and Glory says Hammer. So there you go. Let's see. I think everybody's Universal pretty much. J.O.B. says Universal, but I need to give Hammer a serious try. Not familiar enough with them. J.O.B. I'd be curious on what you thought of Hammer horror, because it's definitely totally 360 from Universal, because we all know Hammer horror is slow paced. Doesn't make it a bad film, but some are hard to take from me, and it could just be me. That's all. Okay. Let's move on. Let's do another one. Let's do another question. Would you rather? Let's see. Do I want to do that one? Would you rather hold on a second. Let me see. I think I got more questions, or do I not? Yeah, let's try this question out. Would you rather lose power during a thunderstorm or hear a knock at the door at midnight? And then I think I'm going to have to do something else. I got something else I might want to try out real quick. But would you rather lose power during a thunderstorm or hear a knock at the door at midnight? Let's see. Did I get trapped with the back way horror? I'm just seeing if I got all of them. Yeah, I think I got them all. Okay. So yeah, so would you rather lose power during a thunderstorm or hear a knock at your door at midnight? I think I'd rather hear a knock at the door at midnight, because who the hell knows who it is, right? I mean, it could be anyone, but you lose power, you're in total blackness, and you never know, right? So there you go. Lose power, thunderstorm, lose power, lose power. Okay, that's without a doubt. Yeah. I didn't like the question to begin with, is why I didn't. Let's see, how many questions did I put here? Let me look real quick. Yeah, I think I've said them all. Spend Halloween with all the Universal monsters? Yeah, that's not a good one. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, let's see. Power. Yeah, everybody's got the same one. Love storms. I'll take the knock. Who is it? Yeah. If it's somebody I don't want, it is what it is. Okay. Okay. So that's Would You Rather. That's the game. I think that was fun. But now I think I'm going to try out a couple Universal Monster dating game questions that I got. So as the straw sticks to my lips, here we go. Let's see how this might work out. Okay. It's called the Universal Monster Dating Game. And I'm curious to what you guys think. Hilarious James. Let's see. What did I miss? Hearing a knock at the door at midnight is scary. Lose power. I fought Dracula with lose power. Definitely storms. Hilarious James. What did James say? A midnight knock at the door could never be good. Yeah, true. Okay. So here's another game I'm deciding whether to play or not. And let's see how this works. Okay. Okay. So you tell me which monster would fit this scenario in a dating game. Okay. Which monster would fit this in a dating game? Okay. This situation. So question number 1, and you guys put your answers in the chat, and you tell me, Universal Monster Dating Game, which monster would you think it would be? Number 1, which Universal Monster would text you back immediately? Which Universal Monster would text you back immediately? Means it's not sitting there waiting, playing games. Would text you back immediately. Okay. like this person would be on like a dating app or something like that. It's so funny. The dating game, the Universal Monster Dating Game. So come up with an answer. Which one of the monsters do you think? Which Universal Monster would text you back immediately? Okay. Thank you, Connie. Connie with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Really do. Thank you. Edward Stewart says Bride of Frankenstein. Wasn't she a little dumb? Bride of Frankenstein, a little dumb. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we got Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein. Really? Frankenstein? I think you're thinking Bride of Frankenstein as in love. You know, she's a woman. She's feminine to love. Would text you back immediately. No, think. Invisible Man. The Invisible Man would text back immediately. Huh. Yes, Bride. Is that the first choice? Mr. Hyde. Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, she was a little slow at the time, says Edward. Yeah. Oh, 100%. I don't think a Bride of Frankenstein could text back. She'd be, same with Frankenstein. Or scared of it and throw it down, right? Whereas, what is the one monster that flows with time, right? Dracula. So, JLR, Dracula, got the correct answer. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of these just to see how it goes over, if people like it. Dracula would be the correct answer. Why? Because he's charming, he's smooth, never sleeps, and absolutely lives for attention at 3 a.m. So without a doubt, Dracula, right? Am I wrong, people? Am I wrong? I feel like Invisible Man would be, yeah, but the Invisible Man has to sleep for 8 hours or whatever. Off doing stuff all the time. He's invisible. He's going to get into hijinks and stuff like that. So yeah, no, JLR Dracula, got it. Smack dab on. It would be the Invisible Man. He likes to talk and talk and talk. It's true, but where does Invisible Man carry his cell phone? Don't get me started, Cat Small. He can just send his thoughts direct without a phone. True. There you go. Okay, let's do another one. Which monster, and this is the Universal Monster dating game. Which monster, you all seem to love Would You Rather. So we'll be definitely doing more of that. And yeah, so I'm almost done. I think I'm going to end at 10:30. About 10 more minutes, or maybe this will be the last question. Let's see how much you like this. Okay, so which monster, Universal Monster, would this pertain to in a dating game? Which monster would leave you on read for 3 weeks? Oh, this goes. No, you know what? Screw that. I mean, forget that. We're going to go do something else. Okay, here we go. Which monster would accidentally ruin the date? Which monster would accidentally ruin the date? Oh, I think I might have to do 2 more. Okay, this one and then 1 more. So, which monster would accidentally ruin the date? I think this is an easy one. Thinking of all the monsters, which one would ruin the date? So yeah, I think that's pretty easy. Frankenstein. Well, it depends on what Frankenstein character. Frankenstein might learn about texting since he learned to talk. Yeah, but there's a big learning curve, and he's not going to be really right on it. You know what I'm saying? Right away. So, MOR says The Mummy. Stephanie Press says Gilman. Nathan says The Mummy. Becca says Wolfman. Mummy would be, in my opinion. Huh? Why would the mummy? Why would the mummy ruin the date? The Hunchback, the Creature, Bride of Frankenstein. She can't carry a conversation. I snorted. Yeah, that's true. J.O.B. Wolfman gets hair all over the dinner. Oh no. Oh no. But I would have to say, wow. Yeah, this is a little tougher than I thought for you guys. Harry Scott, good old Frankie, good old Frankenstein. That is correct, sir. Which monster would accidentally ruin the date? The Frankenstein monster. He has sweet intentions, but probably breaks the restaurant table by mistake. Listen, Frankenstein clumsy as hell. So I think he would be the one to ruin the date. So there you go. Harry got that. I got to go with one more, and then we'll finish up. I appreciate everybody who's been here and stayed here. Please give a thumbs up to the stream, and please leave a comment after the stream is over, if you could. Let me do one more. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. I keep looking and I'm going, these are good. We're going to have to do the dating game one night. Okay. So here's one more. Here's one more. Oh, I still got Harry Scott did get that one. So there you go. Next question is for the Universal Monsters dating game is, and these are test questions. We've done what, 3 or 4, I think. That's it. This is the last one. Which monster would be the clingiest? Which monster would be the clingiest? Clingiest. Why can't I say that? The clingiest. Okay, you get what I'm saying. So which monster would be the clingiest? I can't interact and tell you what I think because I know the answer. So there is one. There is one. I'm gonna. They're almost like a joke. So it's almost like you guys are going with something that you think, but then the joke comes in and it makes sense. So which Universal monster would be the clingiest in the Universal Monsters dating game? So answers starting to come in. Nathan says Dracula. Stephanie Press says, to be honest, Frankenstein. Mike says, tie between Dracula and the Invisible Man. Not cleanly, clingiest, like clinging to you. You're clinging to me. You know, can you stop? You're clinging to me. It's too much. Okay. I don't like to be touched. Let's see. Yeah. Mummy gets stuck on everything. Bubba says Phantom. J.O.B. says Phantom of the Opera. The dude is bored living under the opera house. Well, I'll tell you who got it first. Well, let me go back up. Becca Tutall gets it with The Mummy. Think about it. The Mummy waited 3,000 years for one person. That's a commitment. Thus being the clingiest. Thus being the clingiest. So, Becca, there you go. Did you guys enjoy that one? Because I can do that game one night if you guys think it's interesting. So, Becca, good job. That's the one. But again, it's got to make sense. And once I read to you the reasoning why, waiting for 3,000 years for one person, I think he'd be clingy too. Yeah. So anyways, did you guys enjoy that? And if you did, Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. Okay, thank you, Harry. If you didn't, we can pass on it. But I thought that was all right. I thought that was all right. Definitely going to do more. Would you rather? That's for sure. That would be really fun. Dino says Edward Stewart. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Dino. Yeah, went an hour, a little bit like an hour longer. Again, Dave, I can't believe Dave's going to be doing some book reviews, and I told him you better do How to Pick Up Chicks in the 1960s. That is so good. That is good. And if you guys wait till you hear what is said in that book. Thank you, everybody. JLR, Cat Small. Make sure you guys got your notification bell, to all, so you get all notifications from the channel. But again, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Please leave a message after. And thank you guys all for hanging around. Thank you, Edward. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats. I appreciate that very, very much. And I'm not sure if I'll see you. I will decide in the next day. My son, Aiden, has district and district finals this week, Thursday and Saturday. So I might be able to do something Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. Otherwise, you see me and Dave on Sunday for Art Bell and Madman Markham. So there you go. So I appreciate everybody who's been patient with me over the past, oh my God, it seems like a year or something. It's a lot of stuff has gone on, taken place, the move. Aiden, again, being top priority with track. He's got a great college he's going to, and I expect him to do way better in college than he's doing now. He's a young 17 years old, and he's doing stuff that is just blowing my mind. So unbelievable to my son. And that's what's kind of held me back from what I used to do. And I think the channel needs a change again, and it needs to, again, when it comes to Old Time Radio, it's going to be hit or miss, sometimes here or there. I'm not completely done, but I've played almost everything I could for 6 years, 7 days a week. You guys had streams, so almost 3,000 streams where they were always different every night. So the archive is so big and so vast that it's still there, and I hope you guys continue to go to your favorites and stuff like that. But a lot more cooler stuff coming up, and I got some really cool things that will hit eventually. Couple weeks, depending on. I know my son's going to go to state unless something happens, so 2 or 3 weeks for definite commitment. But I should start being able to fit in stuff here or there. So thank you all for understanding that, and I appreciate you guys very much, more than you know. So there is that, and back to horror on the channel too, right? There is going to be a lot of that and a lot of fun stuff. You guys will be surprised. So there you go. With that said, nice to see the new faces today. A few new faces. Love the super chats and everything else. And fun game. Thanks to Dave, as always. And yeah, go check out his channel. And I will see you guys next